How are you? I hope all of your saffron leaves 100% green in this time. I hope it still continue this green till 3 months later. The propagation phase, the most important part is the green. If always your leaves be green, it means everything is okay. Now today I want to talk about the holy factor. Who is my God in saffron farming? What is my God in saffron farming? Today I want to talk about your God in saffron farming. Without any doubt, your God in saffron farming should be temperature. Okay? Temperature, put a circle, temperature, you should pray to your temperature. Okay? Your God in saffron farming is temperature. The most important part in saffron. Not only in the saffron, in other vertical farming, even the outdoor activities, even the traditional agriculture, temperature determines your success, guarantee your success. You should have a good overview, you should have a good understanding of temperature. Okay? Due to this reason, some crops is specialized for some special country. Okay? In saffron, especially in the saffron, temperature is your God. Holy factors is the temperature. When you invite the saffron bulb, the saffron plant in your home, 4 factors you should be control. Always you see monitoring, then control. First, you should understand what's happening in your room, including the temperature, CO2, humidity, and the light. Therefore, the most important factor is the temperature. Other factors, in fact, in margin. The reality is the temperature. I don't want to tell you the other factor is not important. Why you mention in your book, okay, we should buy the CO2 meter. Other factor is important, but as a supplement. Okay? But improve your work. Without doubt, the light is good, but not as much as temperature. Okay? In fact, temperature is important from the beginning. Due to this reason, I have mentioned in my book 365 days. For every day, I have determined one temperature. I'm not talking about only 3 temperature, for example, temperature for propagation, temperature for... From the beginning, every day, every stages of the growth of the saffron, you need to a special temperature. This guarantees your success. You should, if you want to have a saffron farming benefit for you, you should harvest the maximum amount of the saffron that existed inside the saffron bulbs. For example, you should harvest 1 kilogram dry saffron from 1000 kilogram saffron bulbs. This is the maximum amount of the saffron that you can harvest. 1 kilogram dry saffron from 1000 kilogram saffron bulbs. 1000 kilogram saffron bulb. 1 ton saffron bulb should give you 1 kilogram. This is the maximum. Even 800 gram is fine, 900 gram is fine, 1 kilogram is the maximum. That control of the temperature in different stages has been caused. You have to harvest the maximum. Don't think the light plays important, light, CO2 something, okay? Other factors, you should know which stage, which amount of the light, which amount, but temperature. Do you know why? Because temperature has been caused for the survive. For example, me, Ardalan Gilavizad, at the first stage should be survive. I should drink water, then go for the other requirement like the marriage, like the children, like the other food, like the desserts, like the restaurant. At the first step, myself should be survive. Surviving, temperature causes the survive. Okay, when you have the good temperature, when you know what is the best temperature in different stages of the saffron growth, you survive your own saffron plant. Then you can continue to the fertilizer. Temperature, don't think temperature only during flowering is important, only before flowering is important, then doesn't play important role. Temperature plays from the beginning. When you want to take your phone and call, hello, I need the bulbs. You should contact with the company that you want to saffron bulb. Unfortunately, some of you, only when you receive the bulbs, take care of the temperature. You should talk. If you buy saffron bulb from the valid company, the best company, themselves, no. But if you company is not standards, yourself you should tell to your company, you should take care of my bulb. Okay, I want to buy saffron. Please, when you want to harvest, after harvesting the saffron bulb, what is the temperature? They should, for example, after the harvesting, temperature should be 27 to 26. But if be in the region, warm region like the India or be completely warm, your saffron bulb, even with a suitable weight, for example, the best weight for the East saffron should be in 20 gram, 25 gram. Even with the best bulb, they start shrinking. After receiving the bulb, even with the best condition, with the best fertilizer, you won't be successful. Therefore, from the beginning, when the company store the saffron bulb, which environment they store the saffron bulb company? During when he want to send you your transport or transfer the bulbs, during the shipping time. What is the experience shipping time? For example, if the distance has been 3 days, 4 days, during 4 days, what happens? Temperature, for example, some of the company, they don't know anything. They store in the temperature 35 centigrade during shipping. Temperature is near the 29, 35, 36. What happened? That is very clear. You lost the success. You lost your saffron. You can harvest the saffron flowers, even with the best condition in your room. Therefore, you should have a good overview. You should ask the company before shipping, after harvesting the soil, and during shipping, what is happening till you reach to the saffron bulbs. Okay? Temperature, I'm talking about the temperature. After the temperature, when you receive during dormancy, do you take care about the dormancy, 3 months after dormancy, which temperature? After dormancy, before flowering, the cold shocking, when you want to pass the cold shocking to the flowering, this temperature causes you reach to the 1 kilogram dry saffron from 1000 kilogram saffron bulb. And now all of you are in the propagation phase. You finish the flowering, you harvest with a suitable amount of the saffron. But during propagation, also temperature is important. During propagation, also temperature. First, all of you, the majority of you, only ask me, okay, which fertilizer I need, which fertilizer. When you see the temperature is at 29, sometimes 31 during propagation phase. First, the best temperature during 3 months after propagation, you should experience you should 6 times change the temperature during propagation. This temperature has been caused your plants be alive, your saffron leaves be always 100% green. Temperature has been caused. This what? Then you can go for the best substrate. Without that is very important, the cultivation depth, then the kind of the substrate. After you should give your sample to the analysis. When you receive, then fertilizer is important. But if you don't know anything about the temperature, okay, give the fertilizer, the best substrate. After the 2 weeks, 3 weeks, your saffron leaves start to the yellowing. When the saffron leaves start to the yellowing, how the leaves are able to absorb the macro elements or micro elements? How? First, your saffron plant leaves should always green 3 or 4 months. I promise you, if the 4 months be green, if you don't give them fertilizer, even 1 gram of the fertilizer if you could keep them green, you receive acceptable saffron bulb. You receive the heavy bulb for the new girls bulbs. For the new bulbs, if 4 months always the green, okay, if you don't give any fertilizer. I don't want to say don't give any fertilizer. Okay, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the role of this temperature. How much this important temperature is important. Okay, when you keep the temperature on the best temperature, the suitable temperature, you can give the fertilizer, and all of them are supplements. They help you. For example, if you pass the 80% of the way, 80% of the way, 20% you can reach to the more 20% of the way. Therefore, first temperature, first you should always keep alive, should be survive. The plant should be alive, not the yellow one with the temperature. Then you can start to the plant for the fertilizer. You can give the fertilizer. You know why I'm recorded this video? Because unfortunately I have seen some of you, I have purchased the light system, $4,000, $5,000, $2,000. You have bought for the humidifier. You have bought €1,000 for the humidifier, $1,000 for the humidifier. That the place, this fact, for example, humidifier not only is not helpful, not only doesn't have any benefits, but also provide a lot of problem for you. Humidifier. Also lighting system. You provide the between the floor with the 30-40 centimeters or without any suitable distance, and the light is has been converted to the main killer of your saffron bulb. Not only is not helpful, the light, but also some kill your saffron bulb. Okay, if you want it in the completely dark, you receive the flowering. I'm not talking about the full dark, but a little light is important. But doesn't play important role. You have paid €5,000, 10,000 for the lighting system. You think, oh, light plays important role. Especially in the flowering doesn't play important role. Plays because during flowering, you don't have any leaves, any green parts. You know, because the plant should have the chloroplast for receiving to the light. But when there is not any green things, how the light is important? The during propagation is important, but even not important as much as temperature. Temperature plays 80% role. For example, light 20%, 15%. Even during propagation that we have the full green, they need a lot of the light. Okay? Therefore, when I ask, for example, some of you, I have bought more than the 4,000 for the light system. When I ask them, okay, where is the chiller? Where is the air handling unit? Okay, we didn't have money. Only we paid for the lighting system. Okay, we couldn't afford for the buying the temperature. You have all 80% of your money. You should invest on heating or the cooling system. Thank you.